Hello and welcome to my quick start guide for Hell Let Loose. I do have a more in-depth beginner's guide which I'll link in the top right corner of your screen if you're interested. Now I want to give you some quick information that will really help you get started in this amazing game. So number one, spawn points. If you're a squad leader or a spotter, you need to build spawn points. You can build an outpost which looks like this, and on the map it has like a little triangle and a squad letter. And what this does is allows your squad to spawn on it. It's a quick way to get back into the battle because the maximum spawn time you can wait to spawn on an outpost is 20 seconds. You can also build an outpost in any friendly territory, any neutral territory, and the first two rows or columns of enemy territory. So it's a great place to build an outpost sort of close to the battle so you can just quickly keep spawning in and getting back into the fight. If you're a squad leader, do not forget to build outposts. Also, you can build garrisons. Now garrisons look like this, and on the map they have a circle and like a little flag on them. And garrisons are spawn points for your entire team. They can be built in any friendly territory and the first two rows or columns of enemy territory. They cannot be built in neutral territory. However, to build them you need supplies. In friendly territory you need 50 supplies, and in enemy territory you need 100 supplies. You can get supplies from these supply trucks. They drop boxes of 150 supplies, or the support role can drop boxes of 50 supplies. Without garrisons you will lose every game you play in Hell Let Loose. So if you're a squad leader, make sure you have someone playing as the support role in your squad so you can get those supplies and build garrisons. If you didn't know, my name is Pterodactyl. I've been playing Hell Let Loose on PC since June 2019 and I've made hundreds of videos on Hell Let Loose, from just gameplay to over 50 guides looking at various mechanics in the game, beginner's guides, tips, role guides, weapon guides and more. So if you're interested in checking them out, subscribe to the channel because more and more will be coming. Let's check out resource nodes. So resource nodes generate resources for your team and the engineer role builds them, and yes, like garrisons, they need supplies. One single engineer can build one node of each type, and these nodes are fuel, manpower and munitions. They each power various abilities that the commander can call in, like a strafing run, bomb and run, the ability to attack or defend a control point quicker. They are key to winning battles in Hell Let Loose. Make sure if you're playing engineer to build these resource nodes. You can only build them in friendly territory, and if they're in friendly territory that the enemy captures, they automatically get destroyed. So what you can do is just build them in the second two rows or columns where you have a control point. Now I say the second two rows because you cannot drop the supply crates from a supply truck in the first two rows or columns of the map. You can only do it going forward from that, so that's why I say the second set of rows or columns. It's a very handy thing to do, and as an added plus to building resource nodes, you get extra experience whenever they generate resources for your team. So if you build resource nodes straight away in a match, you're going to get a nice chunk of XP at the end of the game. As an extra reason why you should build resource nodes is because you can build them and then switch role from engineer to anything else, and then that role will get that extra experience throughout the entire game. So it's a great way to get extra experience for different roles to unlock those extra loadouts or cosmetics. Next is some tactics for the start of a game. Now if you're a squad leader, there are one of two things I'd recommend you to do. One is to either grab a supply truck which looks like this on the map and drive that to your most forward friendly control point, drop supplies down there to build a defensive garrison, and then drive the supply truck right up to the edge of your current territory, drop more supplies and build a garrison in a good position. This will just let your entire team spawn on it to get back into capturing that neutral control point quickly. Also what you can do is grab a transport truck which looks like this on the map, fill it up with people and just drive head on into the control point. Because if you can get that transport truck in there quickly, especially a full transport truck, you can dump out like 12 people and then you should be able to capture that control point pretty quickly. You just need to make sure that someone else is building garrisons ready for a fallback position or ready to defend. When attacking or defending a sector, you need to be aware of how well you're actually contributing to that attack or defense. Now this hashed circle is what's called the strong point. When you're in that strong point, your individual capture power is tripled. If you're in one of the 4 squares around it, you count as a single person towards that capture or defense. So it is pretty important to move forward into the strong point or to fall back and defend the strong point. But the real key to winning a battle when you're attacking or defending is to take out the enemy spawn points. So what you should really do is push towards the strong point, because they very well could have spawn points there, take them out, and then investigate the area around the strong point as well to take out those garrisons or those outposts. And when you're defending, what a lot of people do in error, in my opinion, is only defend the strong point. If you do that, the enemy can literally just swarm around you and you'll get destroyed. If you're defending, you need to pretty much patrol around the sector, which is the 4 squares, and look for any enemy that are pushing in towards you, hunt down their spawn points, and you're going to have a much better time defending. If I'm a single squad defending a control point, I like to split my squad in 2, have 3 people sat on the strong point, and have 3 people out patrolling around. If there are 2 squads defending, then have 1 squad sit back and defend, and the other squad patrol around looking for the enemy, looking for the garrisons and spawn points. Communication. Now, communication is a tip in pretty much all of my Hell Let Loose videos, but use your microphone. If you're on console, you've got a microphone. I know the PS5 controller has a microphone built into it. I'm not too clued up on the Xbox controller and that hardware because I don't have one, but speak to your squad and you will have a much better experience in Hell Let Loose. If you really want to join a squad that's going to more than likely work well together, join a squad and then just say hello in squad chat. If no one responds to you, leave that squad and join another. I recommend that to pretty much any new player because it really helps them get into the game a lot better. Now let's have a look at weapon damage. Like I said earlier, I've made plenty of guides looking at the weapons, how much damage they do, how to control recoil, tips for using that weapon, and how to hit enemies at certain distances, from stationary targets to running and sprinting targets and headshots. But in general, weapon damage works like this. Rifles, like your M1 Garand Kar 98, will one hit kill someone to the chest up to 200 meters. Past that is 2 shots. The SMGs, like your Thompson MP40, 2 shots to kill up to 50 meters, and then 4 shots to kill past that. Your automatic rifles, STG and BAR, 1 shot to kill at 100 meters, 2 shots past it. Your sniper rifles, they are 1 shot kill at any range. Machine guns, a little bit harder to work out, but it is about 2 to 3 shots to kill someone at pretty much most ranges. And a headshot at any range with any weapon is an insta kill. When you're shooting at someone up to about 200 meters, you will hear like a thud noise to let you know that you've hit someone. Use that to figure out pretty much if you've killed someone or not. You may have shot someone and they may have fallen down behind cover, but if you hear that noise, you probably killed them, depending on what weapon and the range you've shot someone at. And lastly, I just want to talk about future plans for Hell Let Loose. Currently on PC, we have access to the Soviet Union and, at the time of recording, 2 maps in the Eastern Front, Kursk and Stalingrad. This content is coming to consoles later in the year, and past that, we're getting the British forces with Operation Market Garden, we're getting the Canadian forces in the Falaise Pocket, if I said that right, and then we're getting the Pacific as well. But in between all those major updates will be extra maps, extra weapons, look forward to jeeps, half tracks, flamethrower, even more weapons. That is all coming to Hell Let Loose. Now I hope you like this video, I hope it helps you out in getting started in this game. If you've got any questions, put them in the comments below. I also do live streams of Hell Let Loose where I generally play on PC, but I will play with anyone who's in my stream. You don't need to be a subscriber or a member, and I will be doing some PS5 streams as well. And again, anyone who's in the stream, you're more than welcome to join my squad and I will help you get into this game. So please give this video a like, subscribe for more, and thank you for watching.